Tonight's Moment of Geek is about this. In case it's not totally clear to you what that is, it is a tattoo of the periodic table of elements. The iconic chart that hangs in every high school science lab and that gets pride of place on the flyleaf of every science textbook. There's also the famous Tom Lehrer song about the periodic table, which Jenny Jardin found last week hidden inside the iPad version of the periodic table.
There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, einsteinium, nobelium, and argon, kryptonium, and radon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, and chlorine, carbon, cobalt, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard. And there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered.
Tom Lehrer may have to add another verse or two to that song because a whole lot of new elements have been discovered since he wrote that in 1959. But this guy with the tattoo of the periodic table clearly got that since 1959, and even he may be headed back to the tattoo parlor for an addition sometime soon, because a new potential addition to the periodic table has just been heralded by the Joint Institute for Nuclear Research in Russia. A joint team of American and Russian scientists say they've created a new element. Over a 5-month period, they managed to create 6 atoms of it using a particle accelerator to smash an atom of calcium into an atom of berkelium. Now here's the part that's both super geeky and super simple. Calcium has an atomic number of 20 little protons there in its nucleus. Berkelium has an atomic number of 97. You smash them together, you smash 20 into 97, and what do you get? 117! The new element has an atomic number of 117, and for now it's actually just being called element 117. Actually, in kind of fake Latin for 117, for 117, they're calling it an unseptium, which of course cannot last. What happens next is that if another lab can manage to replicate their success at creating this thing, an unseptium will become a real element and finally get to move to its square on the periodic table forever, and then they won't have to call it an unseptium anymore. Researchers will get to give it a real name. For scientists, getting to name an element is beyond the Nobel Prize. You're part of history. You are on the flyleaf. You are on the tattoo. The New York Times tried to get some of the researchers who were involved in creating element number 117 to speculate about what they might name it if their research is confirmed. None of them would say anything about it. One researcher, a chemist named Dawn Shaughnessy, told the Times, quote, "We've never discussed names because it's sort of like bad karma. It's like talking about a no-hitter during the no-hitter. We've never spoken of it aloud." I, of course, would never want to jinx it either, but I'm just saying that right now this element is being called 117, so you can remember its atomic weight of 117. I'm just saying there is a PS 117, Public School 117 in Jamaica, Queens, pre-K through 6th grade. Wouldn't it still be sort of vaguely scientifically kosher to keep 117 in the name, but to name it after the school? To get a whole lot of little American kids psyched about physics and smashing atoms together? PS 117ium? Anyone? Come on! PS 117ium!